Maybe I can have the audio volume on now. Hey guys, this is AJ the CEO coming at you with episode number 13 of Church Post Production. Been off a couple of times because I had some issues coming up, which I would talk about later on in the week. Had some equipment I had to borrow and put at a client's, and wonderful FedEx decides to take their sweet time in delivering my replacement equipment. So been out of the loop for a little bit, so sorry about that. So in this video, just gonna go through live streaming. I actually got hit today with some copyright information with music and stuff like that on Facebook. I'll share that with you, and just the importance of not making sure that you don't share that type of content in your church services, and how to get around that. And also, we're just going to go through, I have a couple of things I have to do. So I've gone through teaching how to do Blackmagic and video editing for quite a while, so I'm just going to run through that. I have typical things I have to do. The full service online, we had our praise dancers, hence the copyright strike that we got in Facebook. I need to make that into a separate video. And then we also have a prayer and praise jamboree that we had on Friday that I need to edit because a couple of people asked for that to be on DVD. And what else do we have? We had a bunch of stuff going on. I still haven't had a chance to finish editing a funeral DVD. We're making a video for a funeral DVD. So I'll be doing all of that at the same time. And I have some other stuff that's coming out later in the week. Actually got on a couple of forums on Facebook, and I'm bringing to you, hopefully by Thursday, a video that you can share with your church or your leadership or anyone who, if you've had issues about, well, I think it was the 5 issues that most people have when it comes to live streaming. I want to go ahead and share that with y'all. That was a poll that I did on about 5 different places, and it was kind of funny that all the answers came back to be exactly the same. So I'm really looking forward to sharing that information with you, and then hopefully you can share that with whoever in your positions of authority. Hopefully that can answer those questions that arise with why people aren't doing that. So let's go ahead and cut over here to my computer, and I don't have my screen here in front of me, so let me make sure. So the issue is that I am my HDMI to SDI converter. I had to give that to a client. Well, actually I put it in a client's the word I'm looking for. I put it in a client's system as a test to test something out, but for whatever reason the replacement did not come in time. So I was short doing that for a second. Oh, hold on, I'm trying to get my picture to work. There we go. So I don't know. And plus I had a new static camera review I was going to do, but again, that hasn't came in. I ordered 2-day delivery for a client. It's supposed to have been here Wednesday, but it still hasn't came, and got rediverted. Had to call corporate with FedEx for the 3rd time. And they said it was supposed to be delivered Friday, then I got pushed back to Saturday, then it got pushed back to Sunday, and now it's saying it's going to be delivered Monday. So, yet again, FedEx ground, evil eye looking at you. Anyway, let's get in here. I'm going to start with the services here. And we'll do today, 24/2019. And I might have a visitor here in a little bit. I've got my little one over here. Yanni, come here. Just for a second. Get up. Get up. Stop crawling on your knees. Say hello. Look, you're on camera, baby. Say hello. You gotta say hello. Say hi. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. All right, so Daddy's gonna be doing some video stuff. So go back over there and play. All right.
I won't stay with you.
Well, you can, but
Yes.
ow, that's my finger. Remember, Daddy hurt his finger. All right, because we're gonna be making the video from church today. You were at church today, right?
Okay.
And you saw the people dancing, and then Minister Desiree preaching and everything. All right. So when you get older, you're gonna start helping Daddy edit, right? All right. Well, not right now. All right. But you can sit and watch. Okay. All right.
I'm watching here.
Well, okay, but you can't touch. You can't touch any buttons. All right.
Okay.
All right, so let's go in here. We already pulled down all of our video, so let's.
Can we do a different video?
No, baby.
I'm not gonna press nothing.
No. Thank you. Go back over there and get the tablet. Stay over there, all right? Okay. I know, baby. I know. Alright, so let's cut over here to monitor number 2. I want to make sure my key stuff is working. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and load up all of our media here. We got on our media drive that we moved over from our recordings today. And I'm going to do all of this in the same scene. So what I'm going to do is make a bin here. Let me move my camera so that you can see me. I'll move it on the other side. Alright, so what we're going to do is right click and we're going to make a bin for today's services. So that'll be 24th. Let's make another one for the 22nd. That was the Prayer and Praise Jamboree. And I just know I'm going to be making a lot, so I want to have the stuff sorted so I don't mix it all together. Alright, so this is the stuff on the 20. Oh, wow, that was a lot. Oh, I had it here. So these are the 2 services. Put that 22nd. Yes, I want to change. And then we are going to do our church service was today. Alright, so this is our church service today, so let's go ahead and bring this over. Put that on here. Alright, got that, and now let's load up all our basic stuff that we use all the time. Load up our intro, outro. That's going to be uniform to everything. Then, you know what? We got Minister Desiree. I need to make a lower third for her, since that's our new youth minister. I think I actually had something for her. Yes, I did. I have this. Let's see if this works. And hold on, I need to turn off something here. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is the tag I already had. Alright, so I'm gonna have to come in and change this because she's no longer a guest minister, she's a youth minister. So let's see if we can find that After Effects stuff here, and we will make her a new lower third. And again, this is a lower third that I got from Invatu Video Hive. Now I just need to find it. It's been quite a while since I've had to make a new one. Lower thirds version 3. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. And it's been updated. Well, I haven't used it in quite a while, so. All right, good. Excellent. It opened right up to the one that I needed. All right, so we're gonna change this. All right, that part is fine. Youth minister. See how simple that was. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna render this whole thing out. And I'm gonna put it in the path of where all our other lower thirds are. Ministers. Go ahead and save that and then let that render. And it's only going to take a few seconds. And we have our new lower third. Hope y'all had a good day at church today. I was running around like crazy. If you looked at my previous video about the NDI monitor, I actually had that tested out at church. Performed very, very well. And I'll do a follow-up of that video. I need to finish editing that so you can see. Alright, so let's go ahead and close that. This is saved. And I will call this version 2019, so I'll know that's the most recent. Alright, so let's go back over here and let's change. Look up our, it's not guess anymore, and here's the new one. So if we double click on that and play, alright, youth minister, cool. Alright, so we also had Pastor Sales up there today, and for the prayer and praise jamboree, really don't need that much. Actually, let me pull down the graphic that was made in Canva so that we could actually use that as our bumper, which is what I had right here. Let's download that. Alright, and we're going to move this to a location where it's easy to find. Now we'll put it there. Now let's close that. And we're back here. And it should be there. So there's the prayer and praise one that we just did. Alright. So we got at least 4 timelines that we're gonna make. So let's go over here to edit. And I'm doing dual screens, as you can see. So let's control N, and we're gonna say this is full. It's on the wrong one, so let me move this to here. Then control N, prayer and praise. Now that's one. Let me go back to here, and then we're gonna call this one online. Then another one. We're gonna call this praise dancers, because I don't remember the name of the song that they did. Alright, so let's go ahead and cut over here. We're going to change our thumbnail cycles to here, tabbed view, and now we're going to do full, because we do all of our editing in the full, and then move it down. Online, and praise dancers, And this is going to be a completely separate one by itself, because all we're really going to do is chop this up. So actually, this may be the easiest one to start off with. So I'll start off with the prayer and praise one. And this is meant to be turned into, well, I'll upload it anyway, but I'll turn this into mainly into a DVD. All right, so let's go ahead and add our intro outro in the beginning. And let's zoom in, fade for 1 second like we normally do. But we're gonna do this one just a little bit different because we're gonna do the prayer and praise here. So let's zoom in and find which video is which. All right, this one is junk because I was playing around with Vimeo on this. Vimeo allows you to live stream for like 24 hours. So I actually had this going after I had made some fixes at the church. So this thing had been running for 8 hours before actually the server started. So this one I really don't need. Yes, remove. This is the real one. Alright, this is where everything starts. Alright, so we're going to do I right here for our endpoint. And there's our out. Alright, so let's go ahead and just make a marker here so it's easy to drag everything. Now we're just going to drag this. Boom, and it locks right there. Now let's get a little bit more. Locks right there. So let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit to see actually where the video kicks in, because we were running some graphics there for a minute. Alright, so transitions right here. So let's just cut it right here. Get rid of this, and then let's move this here. Fade this in for 1 second, and let's hear what it sounds like. Sound is not up, so it's just really, really low. So let's go ahead and take that to 10. Alright, that's cool. And I'm gonna borrow the lower third from here. Alright. That's Pastor Sales talking. As you can see, that's when the music started, so I'm gonna have to drop this volume here. And I'm just jumping through here, trying to level out the audio when it's super loud. Alright, not that many sections, so let's drop the audio here to 3. Drop this one to 3. Drop this one to about 5. That's just 7. And then drop this one to about 7 as well. 5. Alright, and that's really it. And I just need to find where everything ends here. Zoom in. Alright, it ends right there. So let's go ahead and put our intro outro again. Let's chop all this. Zoom in. You know how we do it. 1 second. 1 second. And 1 second. Alright, that's it. That's for the prayer and praise jamboree. So this is all done. The good thing is, I mean, this was just pretty much just music and prayer the entire time. So really nothing heavy to edit here. All right, so that's video number 1 is done. Now let's cut over here to the full, and we're gonna do the same thing. Let's pull our intro, outro here. Zoom in, we're gonna do 1 second. 1 second. Put our cursor right there. M4 marker. Now let's cut over here and find the start of the video. All right, we'll start right there. That's Minister Desiree. Fade it out right there. All right, so let's pull this whole thing over. Boom, there we go. And let's go all the way to the end here. And we're just trying to scrub through to find where it ends. Alright, so that's where she's fading out. And now we got to zoom in a little bit, and we're going to put our intro, outro there. And let's fade in just a little bit here. So that's 1 second. 1 second. Let's find just the audio for 1 second. Alright, so that's the ending. So now what we got to do is find where the sermon starts, and that will be the first cut. And then we also got to find where the praise dances start, I believe. Alright, this was easy. That's where the praise dance starts, so let's mark that here. The praise dances start right here because of the gap. Let's cut that. Got to find where they end. And let's see. I'm just scrubbing through here to find. Scrub over here. Over there, baby, for me, please. Thank you. Yanni. Yanni. Alright, so let's scrub through, find the beginning. Alright, so they end right here. So let's make another cut right there. And then immediately after that, this is where the sermon starts. Alright, so let's move this a little bit to say that. Alright, so that's where it ends, but this is where the sermon starts. Alright, so we're going to color this one orange like we normally do because that's the sermon. And this one we're going to color, Yanni. And then we're going to color this one blue, so that way we can just tell difference. And that's my old high school colors, blue and orange. Alright, so that's really simple. You know what? I forgot to do the lower thirds for the choir. So let's jump back over here to our pool here. And we need to add, and that was the dancers. I don't remember what dancers group that was. So I need to send out a message here real quick. That, and then Sunbeam, and hold on 1 second, let me get a text out here so I can see who that was. Baby. So I'm waiting for that text to come back, and I'll pick the right lower third for that group, but we'll come back to that. So let's go back over here to our editing here. And let's zoom in here on the sermon. We got Minister Desiree. Alright, so we'll put her right here. And we're just going to play that to make sure that comes off. You know, I'm going to actually cut the beginning to right here. And let's zoom in a little bit. And I want to move this. Okay, so the dancers was a mix of different groups. So I'm just going to do praise dancers for everything. Alright, so it was just the youth praise dancers, which I don't have a tag specifically for. Alright, so let's go here. I'm not using this, so let me change the color right here so that I'll know this is where the sermon starts. Yanni, can you turn that down, please? Alright, and then like we normally do, we find the middle part, put the sermon there, lower third there, and then one more time we'll put right here. Alright, so that's good from a lower third standpoint. Now for the youth, let's go ahead and find praise dancers. So I'm just going to use the generic praise dancer lower third that we have here, which will be good for that section. Alright, so let's cut back over here, and we're just going to put that over this area. Yanni. Let's zoom in a little bit more. And we'll put praise dancers right there. Let me turn this magnet on. And I only need them for the very beginning, so that's cool. And now the rest of it is pretty much just pasting the lower thirds on where the choirs are singing. That's Aiden. She did a good job on one of the songs I taught them back in the day that they brought out this Sunday, which was cool. And let's do youth choir right there. This is them singing again. Youth choir. Youth choir again. Savannah did really good. Alright, so we'll put Pastor Sales up here. And boom, there we go. We're all done. Alright, so now, since we got the full service done, now let's highlight just the blue area here. Copy and paste. Let's go to our praise dancer timeline. And what we're going to do here is do a fade in. Let's do that actually for 2 seconds here. And let's drag this back so that we don't have that much space. Alright, and then at the very end, we're going to fade them out. Around 2 seconds as well. Alright, so there's the praise dancers done. Let's go back to the full, and we're going to copy all of the sermon online. Let's get our intro outro here. Drag that up. Let's zoom in here. 1 second. 1 second. M for the marker, then paste, which will paste everything at the beginning of that marker, which is good. Fade that for 1 second. And there are all of our cuts. Now we're going to make 4 videos, but then we have another one which is going to be for the podcast. So we're going to do all of that here in DaVinci Resolve. So let's go ahead and go to deliver and make sure we have the, we're going to actually start with the praise dancers because that's going to be the shorter video. So praise dancers, we're going to pick, that goes to Vimeo. And I'm going to do 0224, 2019 to separate those. Alright, we'll add that. Now the next shortest one is online. Let's do this as 2419, but we're going to do audio only. So let me copy and save that name. Audio only. And let's change this to 128. Alright, that's audio only. Then we're going to go back to video with those same settings. Add. And then last, we're going to do the full service. Alright. Save. Make sure everything is done. I'm going to highlight all of these and then kick off the render. And that's about it. Now, I need to do the funeral. That's probably going to take a while, but again, I don't want to show that because I did not get permission from the families to do that, but that's the other thing I have. So this is mainly it, guys. I really didn't have much else going on. Plus, this is a lot later, so I'm interrupting people from having fun here, and I don't want to do that for so long by them watching TV since I'm taking over this room. So I hope y'all like this. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified when we come out with new videos. And look out for next week. We have the final part of the NDI monitor. I'm going to have a new camera review that we're going to be installing at Good Shepherd, which is the last camera that's going there. This is the static shot that I was telling you about. Whenever FedEx decides to deliver the package like they're supposed to, we have that conversation talk about the 5 standard issues with live streaming that's coming this week. And we might have something else. I can't remember, but I know we have those 3 coming this week. So make sure you hit the like, subscribe, notification. That way you get notified, and we will catch you later, guys. Thank you again for, if I can get my camera over here. Thank again, y'all, for watching, and we will see you on the next video later.